Hello, my name is Randy Carter, and this is a presentation on introducing Genesys Cloud and why you should care about Genesys Cloud and how awesome it is. For 40 years, we've been trapped building and buying software to fit in a box. It wasn't because we liked staying in that box, it was because of the limits of computing. Don't run out of processing power. Don't run out of local memory. Don't run out of storage for data. If you did any of those things, systems would break, and they would break horribly. To stay in that box, we threw away a lot of ideas, a lot of dreams, and a lot of data. But even when the cloud was introduced, many of the same problems were still brought along. Routing schemes that are outdated and can't keep pace. Customer identification and verification problems. Agent desktops that weren't unified. Channel silos that made it impossible to see customer journeys. And being cut off from sales and marketing promotions so that you couldn't understand what customers were calling about. The cloud got rid of the walls of the box. We thought the problem was scarcity, but the problem turned out to be building a system that handles millions of simultaneous actions and updates. So in 2012, we started with a clean sheet. Premise software has well-known limits, and cloud matches up really well. In fact, it's a better story for many challenges. You can buy data center machines and watch them age on site, or pay for cloud and get the equivalent of new machines every month. Instead of server limits, you can scale up or down with no waiting for a big report, no re-indexing your data at 2 a.m., and no complaints when you need to double the size of your teams. Instead of managing pools of different integrations, you get solid, modern APIs with continuous updates behind them. Instead of supporting a collection of legacy phones, you can throw away your phones, or you could use local termination and keep using them. Instead of upgrade windows and lost weekends where you do an upgrade on one system and it keeps making everything else break, you get small updates all the time. And since we only have one version running everywhere, we can use extreme testing all the time. So how will Genesys Cloud change your world day by day? It's going to revolutionize how you use your customer experience systems. There are things that we do with older systems that just take too long. They cost you time, but they also make it hard to quickly adjust your teams when change happens. For example, when you add a new user, before, it might take an IT ticket and updating 3 systems. That could take 2 days. Now it takes only 3 to 4 minutes. Or editing a routing rule. Before, you might need a consultant or an IT person with expert training. That could take 2 days or 2 months. Now, 20 minutes with a graphical browser-based tool. Before, when you needed to add data to a new screen, that could take months. But that's down to half a day with cloud APIs that configure extensible data and machine learning that automatically finds relationships for agents. Adding a bot or natural language tool to your IVR before took a consultant or some IT with expert training, and it could take 7 weeks to train that system. Now, with AI-powered natural language processing, we're down to 5 days to train a new AI bot. Let's talk about our solutions, all built on the Genesys Cloud. You've got options now. Pure Cloud is a big deal. It's a giant step forward in cloud-powered customer experience. But we have 2 other cloud platforms for other needs because there's real value in having options. Some businesses and enterprises want radical simplicity. That's Pure Cloud. Some companies have huge contact centers with 20,000 agents or hundreds of routing paths, or need FedRAMP. They'll need the sophistication of Pure Engage. Some organizations want lockdown security. Take a look at Pure Connect running on private cloud. There's a lot more underneath all of these. Pure Cloud is our product that we say is built for people and built for change. It has amazing ease of use. User experience was designed in from the beginning. It has modern UI tools and behaves like other big sites like Amazon and Google that your agents and people already use. It has fantastic consistency. For example, forwarding a chat, forwarding an email, forwarding a call, all of those are exactly the same. It has built-in user help that's actually helpful. Video demos, overlays on screens that they use, great search. So great that the competition is copying our UI, but not the underlying technology or the ease of use. Pure Cloud is multi-tenant with continuous deployment of new features. So you'll see small changes over time, requiring no training. Bigger features have feature flags to configure access for your organization. Pure Engage boasts our marquee customers around the globe in the tens of thousands of seats. It can take multiple complex back-end systems and databases and integrate them into exactly what you want. But it also can take all of that complexity and make it simple for customers and employees. Pure Connect is a comprehensive solution. All of the features are installed together and work together with license-driven feature control. Pure Connect offers full unified communications to replace existing PBX business communications either on the premise or in cloud. But I also want to talk quickly about implementations. Everyone loves instant gratification, but you have to remember the old adage, time, quality, or cost. You can only pick two. Let's talk about the typical deployment examples for the three different products. You're looking at 1 to 3 months typically with Pure Cloud, 3 to 6 months with Pure Connect, faster with Pure Connect Cloud, or internet-only phones. And it's going to be a bit longer with Pure Engage, but that's usually the result of bigger scope, global deployments, sophisticated requirements, or more testing. But Pure Engage has been installed in as short as 2 months. Talk quickly about complexity. If you've got 50 or 70 systems to integrate and you want agent desktops customized for task workflows, go with Pure Engage. Pure Connect has a lot of off-the-shelf integrations, and many configurations are already built in. Plus, it has a big pool of partners and integrators. Pure Cloud has really easy integrations for common cloud services like Salesforce and single sign-on. You almost don't even need an IT guy. But if you have proprietary or customized in-house systems, you'll probably need a partner, or you can build your own API interfaces with our GitHub kit. There's a lot that's still the same across all the Genesys choices. Let's talk about that. This is how Genesys Cloud supports your customers. We can go into a lot more detail, but the main things are channel routing so that you can interact with customers however they prefer. We connect your people and your teams to your customers. We give you options for bots that can increase customer satisfaction and reduce costs. And we connect all this to your back-end systems so support teams can get things done. Genesys can also apply process automation so that you can pull together many different systems into easy workflows for agents, bots, or customers. And here's some big numbers to drive this home. Over 1,000 large features were added to the Genesys Cloud portfolio last year. More than 5 billion API calls a month are being made right now. That's over 140 million conversations a month. And we're looking at 10% growth in volume every month. Why are we showing these numbers? Because they prove that we're doing this right. You can't deploy more than 1,000 changes in a year unless you're doing true continuous deployment. You can't do 5 billion API calls a month if your system won't scale. And you can't keep growing unless customers are happy with the systems. This is validation for our approach to the cloud. Thanks for watching. And if you like this, we have a lot more to share.